let's talk about my winter knitting plans and some current test knits. Hello everyone, Rochelle here, and I'm back to share some yarn goodness with you all today. Okay, so I know winter has been here for a while. We're about a good month into winter, but I still wanted to share my knitting plans with you all, and I've actually already started. I started a project back in December. I'm just now getting to making a video about it, but yeah, I wanted to share my progress with you all. Okay, so let's talk about what I am wearing. I am wearing the Brightbay T-shirt sweater by Ashley Lelis, and I have made an entire video about this sweater, and I will link it below if you want to check it out, because I'll be discussing the yarn that I use, the size, and all of that good stuff, and my thoughts and everything. So if you're interested in learning more about this wonderful t-shirt, I will leave the link in the description box below. Okay, so our first project that we're going to talk about is the Wave of Change jacket, and it is designed by Denise Baron. So this is a paid pattern, and it uses bulky weight yarn. And so the bust circumference is between a 36 to 63 inches, and that is 91.5 to 160 centimeters. And so the ease for this project is between 2 to 4 inches, which is 5 to 7 centimeters of positive ease. And I've already kind of started on this project. I have swatched for it, and I'm going to show you on my swatch a little bit later. But the yarn that I am using is Paint Box Yarns, Simply Chunky. And each skein is 100 grams, 3.5 ounces, 136 meters, 149 yards. And this is a number 5 bulky weight yarn, and it is 100% acrylic. And so it feels absolutely amazing. The color is Midnight Blue, and it's 337 is the colorway number. And it feels amazing. I have been really wanting to use this yarn, and it is beautiful. In terms of the pattern, what I love about the pattern are those purl ridges. I can't wait to start with those. And also it's worked top down, which is nice because I'm definitely going to want to try this on as I go. And also it is slightly cropped, which I think is really cool. So, as I mentioned before, I have swatched for this project, and one of the things that makes this yarn so perfect is because it matches the gauge perfectly with the pattern. So the pattern calls for a 14 stitch 20 row gauge, and this yarn has the exact same measurements. It's 14 stitches by 20 rows. And so when I got this yarn, I knew it was going to be perfect for this jacket, and I can't wait to work on it. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. I had to think about, like, did I have anything else to share? But no, that's it. Let's move on. So the next project that I want to share with you all is the Northwoods V-neck, and this is designed by Jessie Mae Designs. So when this pattern came out, I was super excited. I just loved the way it looked. Now this is a paid pattern, and it uses DK weight yarn. And so the bust circumference is 28 to 60 inches, which is 71 to 152.5 centimeters. And the ease is between 6 to 8 inches, which is between 15 to 20 centimeters. Now let's talk about this yarn that I'm going to be using. So this is Valley Superwash DK by Valley's Yarn, and you can get this yarn at the Webb's store. And it is 100% extra fine superwash merino wool. So each of these little donuts is 50 grams, 137 yards. And it is super, super soft. The colorway number is 18, and the name is Classic Navy. So this is wonderful. It feels absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to working with this yarn. And so one of the many things that I like about this pattern is that it is knit top down, Love that. I think that is super, super important. And also, I love that V-neck design and that it is cropped. I like cropped garments so much because my torso is short anyway, so cropped tops fit me really well. They kind of fit me like a normal size sweater or cardigan, so I really like them. But this is my first time using Valley yarn. Let me know if you've ever used Valley yarn. Okay, all right. I got kind of a blue thing going on. What is going on? I like it though. I'm loving the blue. Okay. Next up, I want to knit a hat. And the hat that I want to knit is called the Best Knit Cable Hat. And it is designed by Ashley Lelis. Now, you all know I love wearing Ashley Lelis patterns and I love making them. So no surprise here. But anyway, it is a free pattern, which is awesome. And it uses super bulky weight yarn. And so it comes in one size. Now the ease is not listed, but it does come in one adult size. And the yarn that I am going to be using is Mary Soul Ushaya. I believe that's how you say it. It's 98% wool, 2% polyamide. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to using this. It's super squishy. I really like that. And it's soft. And this is non-superwash. Yeah, so this, I think I said it. Okay, this is superwash. All right, just want to make sure I tell you all the fiber content. But this is in the colorway Hollyhock, which I love. You all know I love my purple. I got to get my purple in there somewhere. Okay, I can't stop feeling this. You know, it kind of looks like chainette. Yeah, it kind of looks like a chainette. If you have ever knit or crocheted with this yarn, let me know because it kind of has like a chainette construction to it, which I really like. And it's so squishy. I can't stop like squeezing it, but it's really squishy. And so just a few things that I like about this pattern is because one of my goals this year is to learn how to knit cables and also crochet cables because crochet cables are super, super cool as well. But yeah, I think I'm going to make a whole video about like my 2024 crochet and knit goals. And one of them is definitely, you know, to knit and crochet cables. I just think it's really cool. And I would really like to learn. So not only do I want to knit a cable hat, but I recently on Instagram, I believe, I saw a cabled crochet hat and I just thought that was like amazing. That's like next level crochet skills. But anyway, so I wanted to make a knitted hat with this. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun and it's going to be a new skill for me. And one of the best things about this pattern is that it comes with a YouTube tutorial. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Especially somebody for me that's going to be making cables for the first time. Yeah, having a YouTube tutorial to just kind of work along with is going to be so incredibly helpful. And yeah, I'm looking forward. I keep saying that. I'm looking forward. But I really am. Let me move on before I say it again. Okay, so this next one, you all have already seen it, and I've already made a video for it, but it is the Home Cardigan by Kadri. And so the reason why I wanted to include it in this video is because, as I mentioned, I started working on my knitting plans back in December, and technically the first winter project that I made was the home cardigan, and I started in December. About mid-December is when I started it, so you know, technically that was the first one. But yeah, I definitely wanted to include it. Now if you want to know more about it, like my whole process and everything like that, I have made a whole video talking about my process with the home cardigan. But to just kind of refresh your memory a little bit, this is the yarn that I used. I have some left. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but it's Knit Picks Brava and it's bulky weight. It's 136 yards, 100 grams. and the colorway is called Hunter. So it's wonderful. It's squishy. This is a 100% premium acrylic yarn, and it really, really is a premium yarn. I mean, it's wonderful. I love wearing my home cardigan. I wear it all the time. The great thing about having cardigans in general is that, you know, if you get too warm, you can take it off. If it's chilly in the mornings, you can just slip it on. You know, I really like the versatility of a cardigan. All right, so I'm running out of space. I'm going to put this back over here. All right, y'all, I wanted to talk to you all about some test knits that I am doing. Yes, I had no business signing up for test knits, but I did anyway because they're fun. All right, so let's talk about the first one. So the first one is the Riha sweater, and it is designed by Bash Harry of the Harry Knits. And so I don't have a lot of information about the project because all we have is like the draft copy, which doesn't tell you like a whole lot other than the pattern. But I can just share some details with you. So it's kind of like a very open type of gauge with this pattern. So the pattern calls for an Aran weight yarn, but if you want to make it in another size, you totally can. So since it calls for an Aran weight yarn, I am using Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek, which is a low pill fiber. Each skein is 5 ounces, 232 yards, and the color is number 650, which is colorway hot pink. And so this is a number 4 medium yarn. And so I couldn't quite find a good Aran weight yarn, but this is a very thick, heavy worsted weight yarn. And the great thing about it is I met Gage. I met Gage on the recommended needle size, so I felt really, really good about that. So that's why I continue to use this yarn. And also, it is hot pink, y'all. Y'all know I'm more of a purple person, and yeah, that's another goal of mine, is just stepping outside of my comfort zone with colors and making different things. I'm still going to stick to my purple, but I still want to knit and crochet with different colors. So yeah, this is the yarn that I'm using, and this is the progress that I have so far. As you can see, it has like a nice loose gauge. And yeah, this is the back panel. I'm still working on the back panel. I have a long ways to go, like a really, really long ways to go. But it's knitting up super fast because, just because the gauge, you know, I'm using huge needles. I'm using US 15s, which is a 10 millimeter knitting needle. So yeah. That's that. And I'm most likely going to do a whole video dedicated to this. So you all just stay tuned for that one. And as soon as I finish it, and as soon as the pattern comes out, I will make a video about it, because I like for the pattern to have already been released before I share it with you all, because that way, if you want to go and get it, you can just go ahead. You don't have to wait for it. So I'm not sure when Bash is going to release this pattern, but I will certainly let you all know. Okay, let's go ahead and go to test knit number 2. And it is chilling out in my project bag. Let's go ahead and pull this out. All right, you go over there. Okay, so the next project that I have is the Mountain Time Capelet, and it is designed by Ashley Lelas. Go figure, yeah. I don't know, you like what you like, right? Okay, so this is a pattern that calls for bulky weight yarn, and I'm using Yarn Bee Soft and Sleek Chunky. So this is Soft and Sleek worsted, and this is Soft and Sleek Chunky. So it is a low pill fiber, 5 ounces for each ball or skein, and it's 211 yards. And the colorway name is French Lilac, which is number 505. And it is a number 5 bulky weight yarn. And yeah, it's just a low pill acrylic, which I really like. It has a tight twist, but not like an overly tight twist, because one thing I've noticed, especially like with the Drops Merino yarn, is that the yarn is tight. It's twisted so tight that one of the V's is kind of straight, and then the other V in the knit stitch is really spun. I'm not having that problem with this yarn, and I really like that. But anyway, let me show you all the progress that I have made on the pattern so far. Let's see, we're upside down. This is my progress so far. It is looking fantastic, and not sure how it's showing up on the viewfinder. I think yeah, that's pretty close to size or close to color, but it's like this grayish purple heather going on, and I really like it. I thought it like, I've never used this shade of purple before, so I was like, yeah, let's go for it. I mean, I think it should count, right? Like, I'm trying new colors this year. I mean, I think new shades of purple should also count, right? I think so. But anyway, this is the progress that I've made so far, and I am really enjoying the moss stitch design. And right now I am on the raglans. Yes, raglans. I am working on that, and I love this design because a lot of times when you see capelets or shrugs or things like that, it's kind of like, it's when you finish with it, it's barely enough to get over your shoulders. But this has raglan increases in it, so I feel like it is going to actually stay down like a capelet is supposed to. But we'll see. We'll see. Of course, I have to finish it and block it. And next up, I have to do the body measurements, or the rows for the body. And then I'll be done with this one. So once again, I'm going to do a dedicated video on this, or I don't know, I might combine both of these test knit projects. It just depends on when they come out. It could be March, I don't know. So I'll update you all then when everything has been released. Okay, y'all. Well, that was fun. That was a lot of fun. I have plans for only about 6 projects, but the thing is, when it comes to planning your projects, you have to be realistic, especially planning your projects for the winter time, because at least here in this hemisphere, winter only lasts from December to March. And so, you know, I think I can handle this amount of projects for the winter. So yeah, I don't want to like overdo it. I think this is like a good amount to do. So let me know if you have knitted any of these projects, or let me know if you want to knit any of these projects. Of course, everything will be in the description box below. Also, share your winter knitting plans. I would love that. And also, I have made a crochet version of this video as well, where I showed and shared with you all my crochet plans. Crochet plans for the winter. So I would love it if you all were to check that out. Thank you all so much for liking this video. Thank you for subscribing. And thank you all so much for watching. I just really appreciate your support. All right, y'all. So until next time, bye.